Sir, Karnataka, all MCPs are present.
You and Karnataka MCPs, I think you eat only in front of the laptop with Zoom on. 24 hours you're on with something or the other. Very good, but very appreciable. Very nice.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Santosh,
Yes, sir.
everyone there from Kerala? 3, 4?
Three of us are there. We're waiting two more.
Okay. Ratan, of course, you have to form your team. Are you there, Ratan?
Andhra.
Ratan Raju, are you there? No, I don't see him.
Okay, let me call him. Just I'll confirm.
Yeah. Devraj is, of course, here. All right.
Only Andhra is missing, so let me join in because it's already time, no?
Right, he will join?
Yeah, in 2 minutes. So I think we should start or?
No, we'll start.
Okay, let's start. So, you or Raman Bhai, anybody can start. Then I'll continue.
All right, good. Sure. Good morning, everyone. This has been a very exciting whole week for us at Global Ghana. While the rest of the country was locked down, we were absolutely unlocked, unlimited unlock. In fact, we did phenomenally well last week. Now, barring West Bengal and Himachal, we are there in all the states. It's not just the token presence of an MCP or a state head. In most of the states, we have already come to the channel partner stage. Many have also come with their master channels team also. This has been very exciting. There have been other exciting.
I'm doing that. I'm muting them. Don't worry.
All right. There have been other exciting news on the Global Ghana front also, a lot of which Vikas will be telling you. But something that has compelled us. Initially, we were thinking that Raman Nair, Vikas and I would be meeting once in a month. Unbelievably, we are meeting every day. Every day in the morning for about between half an hour to 1 hour. And every day there seems to be something new to talk about. In fact, there's a lot of exciting things that are going to happen in the future, but it is, of course, Vikas's privilege to reveal them as and when the right time arises. Today, we are here because it was easy to grow in the beginning. It was very easy to grow because you just had to identify the right people. But to sustain interest in the organization and to go for a sustained growth, it was very, very important that we should have rules, standard operating procedures to govern our working. And over the past few days, Vikas has developed a few guidelines that all of us will need to follow as we go on in our journey of growth. My friends, let's listen to Vikas.
Okay, thank you, Ramesh bhai. I think today I'm really excited because the things which I actually thought I should communicate to all, now I was able to put everything in just one PPT because too much of data. Day before yesterday, we and Raman bhai were discussing something where I just told him that I am sending everything to the group and I don't know why people are not watching it. So Raman bhai had particularly told me because it is not always the fault of the audience. It is the fault of the person who is telling them. Too much of data is also a problem, right? You might be thinking that every data is important, but too much of the data is also a problem. So what we did was, in last 3-4 days, I tried to shrink everything in just one PPT one single pager. So we will show you what we have done. But of course, let's start with the first of all good news that sorry, just hold on. I have opened the wrong BOP. Okay. Okay. So first of all, as Ramesh bhai just told, we will start with the two big news. First of all, that now we have reached almost 90% of India. To be very specific, 90.72% of India's total geography. So we are now left with only Himachal Pradesh and West Bengal to be captured. Rest entire India, now you can see global garner everywhere. So we can support each other intra-state also now. So we have state heads present there. Second, and I guess the biggest good news is that Balu is the first person to join as us as a shareholder and executive director to the company. So I think that for that we should unmute and just clap for this guy who has actually done the uh,
Great.
an unbelievable job for us. I don't think so. Where others are just waiting and watching, they want others to perform. This guy has come out flawlessly and delivered what he was actually told me. Because Ramesh bhai, when introduced Balu to me, he introduced me like he is that person. I foresee that he will be a big asset to global Ghana. And Ramesh bhai and Raman bhai, I think you were totally right what you said, and I am also thankful to you for this new entire pan India team, which is now on the map, which is 90.72% right now. So I think every credit of this goes to you, bringing Balu, bringing every state head possible in this system. So I think it is a really exciting moment for all of us, where first of all we have seen that things are getting penetrated in a better way, and now we have also started to see that people have started to perform also. It is not just a number, or right said by Ramesh bhai, that it is not only the number or the face that we got in that place. We have got a person who is actually working day in day out. So I think I could see daily 3, 4, 5 BOPs happening. You can mute your mic so that there is no disturbance in between. So I totally see how things are moving on. So just to support you all, what we have done is we have created something which will really help you in your day-to-day operations, and it will really simplify how you should go about it, how you should actually take very small step and still grow in a very big way. Because look, global garner is not about doing big thing. We are all about doing small thing, and that small thing will make us big, right? So without wasting much of your time, let's start what we are going to talk. So content of this BOP would be ki what's in it for me. Whoever is joining us or whom you are proposing, I think the first thing that he thinks of it is what's in it for me. So we will tell you how to compare global garner with other things, right? Till date we didn't have anything to compare ourselves, but what I have done in last 3, 4 days, where I have got everything in one PPT, wherein I will showcase you there are products which are almost 5% of what global garner rate is, but they are $1 million companies today. So we'll show you what to compare in front of your audience. Second, we will show you how and whom to invite for the BOP. We'll again tell you what is the follow-up procedure and invitation for Q&A you should do after BOP is done. Then your goal setting and team goal setting. Then your pin code allotment, area allotment, your training capsules, your how you should be able to give that first success to your user, partner, or whatever, right? So let's see first of all how to compare. So what I am doing is I am exiting the presentation mode. I'll not share my desktop with you all, so that whenever I click on some link, that link should be open in front of you. So just hold on. Okay, great. So first thing that you can compare us with Shopify.com. Shopify.com is one website which provides vendor a facility to get digital. What we are doing in our vendor segment, right? So I'll just take you to the Shopify.com. Is my web browser also visible to you now? Anyone can answer, just one.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes.
thank you. So now you can see what is Shopify.com. Shopify.com is a simple platform where they make your shop digital, right? So you can learn about them. But the biggest thing that you have to do here is you have to compare their pricing with us. We are giving a vendor a free digital platform with unlimited space, that too on Amazon, and we are not charging anything. Whereas you can see in Shopify.com, they are charging $299 per month, and this contract is for minimum 12 months. And what they give it in this to you is your store gets online, you can place unlimited product, almost everything is same as Global Garner. 2.4% of payment gateway plus whatever 30 cents for the plus whatever it is. So we charge 2.5%. So I think it is all in one. What we at Global Garner are giving it for free, they are charging $299 per month, which is almost like 25,000 per month, and 3 lakh rupees minimum on renewal basis. So if let's say you have taken a package of 1 year, after 1 year again you have to spend this 3 lakh rupees. It is not that it will keep on continuing, whereas in Global Garner we give the entire thing to you for free. Secondly, being so expensive, still they do not provide you a mobile app support. Whereas Global Garner provides you both this iOS support also and Android support also. So we are available on Apple also, and we are available on all Android devices with our vendor app also. So you can manage the entire shop sitting anywhere in the world and with our mobile app. Whereas in this portal you have to use your desktop only. After paying such a huge amount, there is nothing called mobile app, right? Secondly, this is only the digitalization that a vendor is getting. He is not getting a sales ecosystem which we are offering to our vendors. Now when a vendor comes on board, his product is being sold by many people. Like UPOS, our channel partner is promoting, our ACP is promoting, our partner is promoting, because their incentives are linked with this guy. Correct? And third mode, which is the reward structure for the consumer. There is no reward structure, right? So we can now showcase this thing to our vendors. Look, what you are getting here is for 25,000 per month on renewal basis, and minimum contract that you have to sign is for 12 months, I think, and where Global Garner is giving it for totally free. And mind it, it is not a small company. They have almost 5 million subscribers to this plan. I'll just show it to you. So this link will be coming to you, so you can also go around. Look, there are almost over, I guess, 10 lakh business in 175 countries. So they have 10 lakh vendors who are actually paying them 25,000 per month just to get digitalized. Just to get digitalized. Please underline this. It is almost like when BlackBerry was there, they were charging 850 rupees, and Google came in, being a new entrant. They just said, we will be free throughout life. Make a Gmail ID. We will give you push mail in your mobile totally free. People could not trust that. But today you know where BlackBerry is, where Google is. So we can be future Google, because we are providing the entire stuff totally free. We need to just tell our vendors what we are actually delivering to them, right? So this is about this thing, Shopify.com. Now the next comparison that I will tell you is Store King. Now Store King you can see as for a comparison of our UPOS. It is almost like a mini UPOS but physically done, and the cost required to start a Store King is first of all you need to have your own shop. You need to have an investment of 10 to 15 lakh rupees, and you need to have a minimum turnover of 3 lakh rupees. And let's see what is Store King. So Store King is a good website for you to study. Just sorry. Okay. Okay. I hope Store King website is visible to you.
Yes.
Okay. So now just read about what is Store King. Store King is simple. It is almost like a UPOS, but again, no branded, no nothing. They are mostly into empowering local kirana shop to get digital, and they are providing other stuff to sell. Right? So they are also doing this. Okay, rural ecosystem, this. So now you can do your online shopping, but again it is not Amazon, Flipkart, Ajio, whatever. They have their own inventory which you can sell, and there a person physically has to go to their stores. Please understand this, which is the important point. What Global Garner has created is your customer can be anywhere in the country and you can service them. Whereas all these concepts ask customer to come to their shop to do these online transactions. I think people today want it at their home only, right? But you just see the terms and conditions. What is required to get a shop listed on them. And again, it is also a big company. They have almost 50,000 such stores across 9 states. You can read about them in detail, and they are majorly into South India, Gujarat, Madhya Pradesh. So you can see here. So just feel the potential of UPOS. We are charging mere 54,000, on which also we have given so many incentives. 50,000 rupees movie voucher, 5 UPVs for the cashback, a cashback ecosystem for the user. Here nothing is there. Still people are buying, and they have already invested, almost 50,000 people have already invested into them. Right? So just think about the amount of this thing you have. The potential of Global Garner's UPOS. They are only dealing into FMCG products. If you see the brand list, where it is, okay, like this. So they are mostly into only this thing, FMCG products. Global Garner's UPOS has Amazon also, Flipkart also, Falan also, and everything. It is. I need not to tell what Global Garner UPOS is all about, right? So just compare yourself. When people talk, no, give okay, 54,000 is on a higher side. Tell them about all these websites, right? The third comparison which I have shared yesterday also, which is Amazon. Now Amazon is also coming into this, but again they are following the path of Store King. What they are saying is you have to invest 3 lakh rupees and we will create an offline store for you where people will come and shop at Amazon. Again, a limited area, limited resources, limited people to sell, and unknown people. And today who wants to buy on Amazon will directly go on Amazon if there is no incentive for the user. They do not provide any incentive for the user. It is only about the their POS. And again, this is 3 lakh rupees. Only Amazon, single Amazon is costing you 3 lakh rupees. Just compare, we have 126 such websites. We have Alibaba also, we have Amazon also, we have Flipkart also, we have 1MG also, we have Big Bazaars also, we have Chopper Stop also. I need not to tell. Just think what this single brand store are costing and what are we charging on our UPOS, right? then let's see. Please, I am not going in more detail. I have already given these links on this presentation. When I'll send this presentation to you, please go and do a very intense, at least spend 1 hour in all these 4 websites which I am showing it to you. This will bring a confidence in you. What you are doing is much noble, much has a bigger volume to cater in time to come. It will give you that confidence. Now finally the Big Bazaar Direct. Look, there are other 15 more websites like these, but I'm just naming the major website where price comparison. Now this requires investment of 5 lakh rupees to set up and 5 lakh as security deposit just to do this Amazon, this Big Bazaar business. You got that brand in your UPOS also, right? Just see. And they started this in, I guess, 2014. But I guess now they are not even promoting this. Because again, there was no element of this thing, customer benefit was not there. Right? So everybody is creating such platforms, but more of they are an offline platform. And finally, क्या हुआ? बाद में बेटा, पापा कुछ कर रहा है. Okay. And finally, these brands single unit are getting sold for 3 lakh, 10 lakh rupees. Just show this to your UPOS prospect. Just show this to your team. If you have any query related to this slide, you can unmute and ask me anything that you want to tell. Ask anything.
This is Neelkant here.
Yeah, please.
The Shopify, what it does is, because we had gone through their model, so they set up the entire, the shopping cart model on your own domain,
Right.
which is specifically works with your domain. Does the same thing happens with GG also?
Yes, you can create your own domain and you can just promote that only. So let's say it will be like www.globalgarner/abc. So now you can just give this link to your people. So whenever they will click on that link, it will directly go on your website.
Yeah, that's right. But that looks like a third party again. It again goes to gg.com/abc. But rather, the Shopify, I can integrate that particular code onto my website, like my own.com. So that works that way. So the Shopify, why people take an advantage is because it looks like their own setup. Though it says powered by Shopify,
Okay.
but ultimately when I log into your domain.com.
Okay, here I'll put two things. First of all, you can get this from Global Garner also, which will not cost you more than 400 rupees. Because to buy a domain for us, it is almost 400 rupees job, right? So you can get that from Global Garner also. That absolutely no problem with that.
Okay, can that be integrated?
Yes, of course.
Can this be integrated?
Yes, that will be there. Like what we have done with Amazon, Flipkart, it can be done with your website also. That is no problem, first of all. But understand, where do you want a shop in real time? Let's talk a brick and mortar model. Where do you want to have a shop? A shop in a mall or at a lonely place? A shop in a crowded space where everybody is going for other people shopping. Like you must be having some local place where everybody is going for fruits also, for jewelry also, for there must be some bada bazaar in your area.
Right.
Global Garner is that bada bazaar because people will come here for many things. Why today we go to a mall? Because we know we'll go to a mall, we'll get food also, we'll get entertainment also, we'll get our clothing also, we'll get everything. So it is better to be in a mall, right? Because probability of my sale will increase.
Okay.
And plus it is totally free. If you want to pay us 400, 500 rupees, we have no objection. And again, that domain will belong to you. We'll register that domain to you only.
Understood. But Shopify has three models. If you look at it, one is the basic model, one is Shopify model, the other one is the advanced model.
Right.
The advanced model, see now even the Shopify, the basic model, they're giving $29 per month. So I think even that, see, ultimately Shopify model is totally different. It is not like a marketplace like GG. GG, you're trying to make it as a marketplace, but Shopify idea is totally different. I mean, I'm not sure whether it can be comparable here.
Of
Because
course,
it only gives you a, e-commerce model. That's all.
what I'm saying here is, look, anyways, GG is one of its kind. We don't have a comparison. Even all four, including all four, we are not comparable. Because what we are doing is something
Because
completely and different.
because
Understand?
Store King, I know it because Store King, I know the founder is my friend, because in Bangalore, and they have a different model. It's very unique. Their kiosk, installed on a lot of this small time, vendors across the country, and even there is network hardly there, that works in a different level at the back end when it can be done offline, and then slowly when the net is there, it connects. It's a totally different model altogether.
No, I understand, but
And they also deliver it. They also deliver once it is and any item is purchased at the kiosk at a vendor place, and they have a Shopee. Store King has their own inventory and they deliver it. Actually, it's a different model altogether.
exactly, they have their own inventory, which people need to know. So let's say I have XYZ brand. Now people need to know about these brands. Whereas what Global Garners UPOS is selling is already the brands which are established. We are bridging that gap and we are earning from the mega brands whose brand value we need not to establish.
Right.
That is why I am saying, where you are selling the products, which I totally know the Store King model. They take all the orders and they then deliver it. They do everything. I have no issue with that. But with Global Garner also it is happening, no. But you see the price difference of the business setup, first of all. Right? Secondly, there you have to establish that brand. You have to tell people, okay, this soap is good, this clothing line is good, this gadget is good. Here you need not to tell. Here people are already aware that brand is already established. Here you are selling Sony, LG, you are selling Samsung. So what I am trying to figure out, look, that is why I don't compare Global Garner with anyone, because we are totally different model. But still, if even we see the basic principle of 5% comparison also, we are much cheaper, but we have more to gain. It is almost like Google. Again, I'll say, there was a server which was giving us push mail, which was BlackBerry. And when Google came in, we never trusted it. At that time, I was working for Birla and we used to have that BlackBerry from Birla. Right? 850 was the charge. When Google came in and just said it will be free. And we were like, yeah, BlackBerry, it is such a huge company, why it cannot do free, why Google is doing free. And that time Google was not Google what we know today. But we just said, okay, what is the loss? We should go ahead with that. But now today you see where is BlackBerry and where is Google. A vendor requires, even Shopify, you took the example of $29. Even why to pay $29 when you are getting that service for free? Right? Yeah. With Global Garner, if you want your own domain also, then also it is only 500 rupees, no?
Right.
So why to pay more? And end of the day, it is better to have a shop in a mall rather opening all alone and doing all branding by your own self, doing everything by your own self. Because becoming our vendor gives you a platform where other sellers are selling you. Right? So I think in nutshell, of course, there is no comparison of Global Garner with anyone, but what we are trying to bring out a point is that even 5%, 10% of Global Garner is doing so well, so we should move out in field with a strong belief that what we are selling, what we are giving is on a best price, plus it has more to gain for our users, vendors, everybody. Yeah, anything else?
Yeah. I think we'll move on. Yeah.
Okay, so shall we move ahead?
Yeah, please.
Okay, great. So now, I think this topic we have already covered. I'll not spend much of the time. I think the only thing that you need to look at is your 10 people. Your 10 people should be very selective few. What Ramesh Bhai and Raman Bhaiya did when they were selecting these state heads, they selected only very few, and then we got this such a unique team, such a elite team that we can now. When they selected Balu, it was a decision they took, and they forced me to create such another category of hierarchy also. and which I see today paying off also, right? So just be very particular when you select your 10 people. These people should be like you are giving your daughter to them, you are giving your kid to them, right? And tell them when they are coming into BOP, tell them clearly that it will require 2 to 3 hours of their time. They should not come in as if it is only 1 hour or half an hour's time, 10 minutes time, and then they exit. Because then they will also not understand, and then it creates a negative impact. I think rest is all you can read. I'll not spend much of the time. But now this slide requires your time. Please note what we have done is on single screen we have given you everything about Global Garner. Now the entire BOP presentation both in English and Hindi is given here. Then BOP presentation on this YouTube is also given here. Sorry, first is the invitation, second is the presentation, third is the calculation. This I still feel people are not using for doing the goal setting. I think this is the simplest tool which you can use once your team is in place. You can do their goal setting. How much you want to earn. So let's say you are recruiting a ACP. Just click on this. It will take you to this thing, Excel. Just download this Excel on your this thing computer, and this helps you. These green columns are editable. You can input the value as per your discretion. So let's say you are asking your ACP, okay, what do you think a population is living on your pin code? So whatever he says, just input that value here. So he says, let's say 50,000. So you can just, first of all, you need to download this. So you can just edit and you can do your this goal setting, right? So please use this because this will give you a final output here, right? So please use all these access to do your goal setting when you are adding your team to your this thing, Global Garner. MCP's goal setting, CP's goal setting, and ACP's. So they should know what they are coming up with, right? Then this is our Facebook group link where we share all the information, whatever it is happening throughout the day. And again, talking about information, look, you are here to do a serious business. When you graduated, you attended the class daily. There are 5-10 classes daily. So there is lot of content, but you select very few. So same as we are also sending you content, you just go through it once. If you feel like that it is important to you, keep it with you, else you can ignore that. But you at least for once just go into that whatever information we are sending, because we will not send any information which will waste your time. We found it interesting for you, therefore we are sending it to you, right? And again, second is our YouTube link, wherein you can find small videos about Global Garner. Like, let's say you want to know only about vendor module. You want to send something on vendor module to someone. You can just share a video which is of only 4 minutes, which will explain the entire benefit of becoming a vendor in Global Garner. So you have all the videos here. So our Times of India coverage, UPOS teaser, this is only 36 seconds. In 36 seconds, you would know what is Global Garner's UPOS. Cashback process, why to become vendor, why to become partner, everything is given here. So I think you should just use these links for your benefit. Everything, how to use, how to refer a vendor, how to do a bill pay recharge, how UPV cashback works, everything, how to refer a user, how to redeem GG coins. This is the most asked question from us. How to redeem GG coins. So it is also given here. So everything related to Global Garner is already here. Our what Z did a documentary on us, it is also given here. So I think you can just go through. Since inception of Global Garner, we have kept on introducing new videos. which will help you to understand Global Garner even better, and also will help you to share it with your people, right? Then the MCP manual. Now you can click on this link and download the entire manual with you and get it printed also. So this is almost like a Bible of Global Garner. It has everything in it, from ACP to CP to MCP to vendor, and there are so many FAQs also given. How you will get promoted, what are the contests running in Global Garner, what is the club membership, how you can earn more, how you can get promoted. Everything is there in this manual. It is almost like 50-page manual. It is there. So you can download the digital copy. If you want to get it printed, it is in the format of A4 size printing thing. You can get it printed also, right? This is a UPOS brochure, exclusively UPOS brochure. So people generally ask me, I want to tell people only about Global Garner's UPOS. So what you can do is you can download this brochure and just send it to your friends and family, whoever is interested. So this will only talk about Global Garner's UPOS and its USP. Global Garner's business page, where you can find anything and everything about whatever we have taught you. From becoming, for registering also you can use this page. So like this is the page. So for CP, ACP, MCP, franchise, vendor, partner, business mentor, whatever you want to know, it is given here. So you want to know user benefit, you can do that. You want to know vendor benefit, you can even watch videos, and you can have the literature also. So let's say you have clicked on vendor module. So you got this. This is the first platform where you need not to have marketing, you got the sales solution. So everything related to vendor, you can get this here. So you can just copy this link, and with the video you can just send to a vendor, prospect vendor. So everything is already given in writing also. Just you have to open your mind and get all this information. So now what we have done is we have pasted this all information in single page, which I will be sending it to you. It's in a PDF format, which you can use once you have done a BOP for a person. So he will have the entire information in front of him, and whenever he will get time, he will access that information, right? This is the latest interview of Global Garner on Times Now. It is also there. And finally, many a time people ask me to give them blank presentation. So this is the blank presentation which you can use for the with your voice. Like I have done it for Hindi and English. You can do it in your local language also. So this doesn't have any voice attached to it. It's only a presentation. It's a PPT format which you can edit also, but will not recommend any edits which is not approved by us. Add your voice to it. Okay. Then goal setting, I have already showed it to you how you should do it. I'll not repeat this again. But the important thing which I'll only suggest here is, please recruit, or even for your own self, dedicate at least 2 hours of yours, and that you have to do daily. People whom I am seeing getting success in Global Garner in no time are dedicated to give. Actually, they are giving, I guess, their 24 hours in Global Garner. Therefore, they have seen such a great success in such a small time. So, I will only request, please allocate at least 2 hours of your time, and the important thing is that you have to do it daily. Keep on reading stuffs which you can compare with other people, right? Compare your Global Garner with other product. Understand more about the digital business era which is coming up. Understand, and then you will be able to actually deliver to your people. Now, how to? This is something really crucial for us. Please be very now. This is where actually our leadership role will take a good thing. That now you need to only give these area pin code on the basis of the goal setting that you have done. Which Excel I showed it to you. Let's say that guy is ambitious. He's telling that okay, I want to earn 10 lakh rupees as an ACP every month. Give him a good code. give him the area which will give him good income. There is a person who says even 10,000 is okay to me. Don't give him a pin code, right? So when you will be doing this goal setting, then you will come to know what is the potential, what are the leadership skills. Because let's say you want to make someone a CP or MCP, or right? So you will have to see the leadership skills. Is he able to stand and talk? Is he able to communicate well? So these are the skills you need to see, plus the language barrier. Let's say there is some area where a particular language will only work, and if you have placed a Hindi speaking guy in, let's say, Tamilnadu, it will not work, right? So you have to be very clear what role you are placing a guy there, and above all, now this is something which you have to do it on your discretion, which is distribution in equal opportunities. I will show you two pictures wherein, if you see in picture number 1, opportunity is equal. It only looks that opportunity is equal, but you see the output. This small guy is not getting the full, though the opportunity, if stool is the opportunity, this guy got that opportunity, but it is not helping him. So you have to actually create a scenario where it should be like this, that the weaker person should be supported more, the strongest person should be given liberties. So as a leader, as a state head, as a MCP, you have to be on that stage deciding on what to give to whom, basis on their goal setting, their potential and their leadership skill, not to the person who is just known to you, right? So please be very clear on this. Distribute the area in a right way so that everybody is getting benefit out of that, right? And please don't be too busy for not accepting the upgrades, right? This picture clearly shows what actually I want to communicate. So I think you would require to get into training, because Global Gardener is something really new. So first understand how the onboarding process is done, your team onboarding, right? Let's say you are a state head, how you will onboard your MCP. Let's say someone has said, okay, I want to become an MCP. What are the digital process that you have to do to get them onboarded? Currently you ask Amit or Mayurika to do it, but you have to do it by your own self. You have to appoint a team, because going forward, once the team will become big, you need to recruit ACPs. Head office will not be able to help you on that. You have to create someone in your own office to create that team, right? Because you will be catering a small area, it will be easy for you. State head should do it for MCP, MCP should do it for CP, CP should do it for ACP, ACP should do it for partners. They have only 10 people, but when all these people will come to head office, it will be 18,000 people, which will be a problem. So will not be able to service them properly or adequately, right? Second is, first 3 days you should focus on onboarding process. Second is, now you should focus on the UPOS. Train yourself on UPOS, because UPOS is our main product. UPOS is the main thing that we want to create in the economy. So train yourself, because without your own training, you will never be able to communicate it to anybody. So you should first of all have your own UPOS, train yourself on that, and then you start doing the promotion of that. Then the vendor. Once you have UPOS, please follow this stage as it is. Don't jump. Let's say you have recruited a team, now you just go to the vendor, because let's say if a vendor will not get a sale in 1 month's time, he will start getting demoralized. Once you have set up the UPOS, now you can tell that vendor, we have 100 UPOS in this pin code, people will sell you these 100 people force you are getting for free. Then this vendorship will become more valuable for you, for that vendor, right? Then you should now know how to operate this app. So this almost 12 days program will help you to gain everything about Global Gardener, right? Plus Now we have recorded BOPs. It is already available in Hindi, already available in English, and now we have started to do it for the regional language. So Tamil Nadu will have a different language, Kerala will have a different language. So we'll give you all these BOPs, and even you can suggest a trainer whose voice you want in these PPTs. So then it will be very easy for you to run a BOP. All you need to do is play and pause wherever question answer is required. Rest will be done by the automatic thing, which is just run the BOP. Of course, I have already told you, now we have captured it on a single screen. All content is available on that. Just share that one single screen with your team. I think you will not require anything else to be done. Then we have some very good trainers with us. Raman Bhaiya has done some fantastic training for Tamil Nadu also and Karnataka also. You can again record that and keep on playing that. I'm guaranteeing you these things will help you to get a guaranteed success in Global Gardener. Guaranteed. These are really small steps you have to take, but daily. You have to invest your 2 hours daily, right? And best part is use technology today. Today we would have never thought, like Ramesh Bhai in starting said, we would have never thought that we will meet daily. But on daily basis at 7:30 sharp, we are on our computers and we talk to each other. Without work, we are meeting daily. There can be an agenda, there cannot be an agenda, but still we meet daily. And mind it, every time we meet, every time we discuss some new things, right? So use technology available as much as you can, right? If you want to upgrade yourself, let's say you want to learn how to present PPTs, how to make PPTs, how to record on PPT, how to input voice on your PPT, please ask us. We will be more than happy to help you, because we are already doing all these things. So we know a very simple way to do it, and you need not to try it and then fail and then again try. You can simply ask us. We will create that session for you and will train you how to create a BOP which has your own voice. Just don't change the content. And again, I'll not repeat this again. Just help your MCPs, CPs, ACPs, partner, UPOs, vendor and users to taste that first money from Global Gardener, to taste that first success. Appreciate your people. Do it daily. Anything good happening, share in your own group. It will create that vibrancy that things are happening. Because if people are not doing, they are thinking that other people are also not doing. So please popularize that person. Please make them a hero who are actually doing things. Let your UPOS do a transaction and earn those 10 times coin. And tell him you earned 1% as commission, but you earn 10% as GG coin, which you can use in my circle and convert it. So actually you have earned 11% in Global Gardener's UPOS. If you have earned, let's say 5% and you got 50% coin, which is really good, right? So it is really good for a vendor. Let that vendor do first transaction and get that 2 times GG coin. Tell him the value of those coins. I think that will bring more value to the system. I'm again repeating myself. Global Gardener's platform is a platform which has no comparison. Other people are just following 5%, 6% and they are showing it like it is so big. But I think we have already created a platform which is even bigger, right? So please note to use all this information as per your discretion, but use them daily, right? Now this is really important, because till now teams were small, so we were able to handle everybody. But now we want this to be implemented on a war scale, and this should be actually implemented seriously. That partner and vendor should only communicate their problem with ACP. ACP should first escalate their problem to CP only. Not only problem, even the queries. Why I'm saying this? Because once you start answering the questions, so let's say if a ACP is asking a question to CP, CP's knowledge will also get upgraded, which is really important. Same way, CP should go only to MCP and MCP should only go to a state head. Let's say ACP is not getting solution, then he can jump the hierarchy. But along with his hierarchy, he has to go there. Right? ACP even can go to the state head if he is not getting solution, because you are here to get solutions. But for that solution, you have to first talk to your immediate superior. Because for him, it is only 10 people whom he is assisting, whom he is helping. But for him, it might be 1,000 people. So he will not be able to do it as a state head. So please remember to follow hierarchies so that we are more effective in time to come. And now, let's say there is some query which comes to a state head, which does even state head doesn't have that solution. So now state head will do the filter process of that problem. If this segment that problem belongs. So let's say that belongs to a technical or admin support, then you have to call Amit Sandhu. If that has to do something with training, team approval, reviews, that has to go to Mr. Ramesh Batavia or Raman Nair. Or if there is something related to concept clarity, BOP, big vendor tie-up, franchise tie-up, it has to come to Vikas Rawat. So I think we have divided our departments, and now you can use us as and when required, but first of all you try to answer the queries yourself. Do not, let's say ACP is calling a state head and state head immediately says, okay, you call Vikas. Because going forward it will create, first of all you will first of all lose that control. Because then what this guy will start doing is, he will start doing his own things all alone. He will not take you in consideration. Then you will have a bigger problem, right? This we have already shared how you should conduct your MCP state head meet. This has to be every week. I will not go into it. It is self-explanatory. Already everything is given, and already a few of the states have already done this. So I think going forward we'll have more professional approach towards it, because it is just starting. So we'll keep on adding more things. Now these are the meeting dates. So what we have done is, we have derived a calendar. So now we would know every Monday Chhattisgarh and Orissa are going to have their meeting at 5:30. And any one of us, Vikas Rawat, Ramesh Bhai or Raman Bhaiya, any one of us will join that meet just as an audience. And we'll see what are you discussing, right? Same ways on every Tuesday we'll understand that Maharashtra will have their BOP at, sorry, not BOP, the state head meeting at 6 p.m. So now what we have done is, we have divided the entire calendar. So every day there would be some meeting happening across country for their own state head. The state head will take feedback from the MCPs, what is going well, what is not going well, and then these state heads will have a meeting with us on 21st of every month. Of course, in day to day also you can talk to us, there is absolutely no problem. But this is a process which we have derived, that according to this calendar, now we would know it is a pre-schedule. So everybody in that state, so in Tamil Nadu, everybody would know then on Wednesday at 9 a.m. by default it is our review meet. In Punjab, everybody would know at 7 a.m. it is our review meet. At Rajasthan, on Sunday, everybody would know that 3 p.m. is our review meet. So without giving any reminders or everything, just people can put it in their calendar and then they can fix. So once in a week, every state has to meet. And once in a month, all state heads and top management will also meet. Right? So I think it is all clear. Okay, this I have already discussed. So road ahead. People keep on asking me, what we will do after 9 lakh UPOS, what we will do after 18,000 ACPs. Please see what we have actually, we are not seeing the bigger picture, what we are actually raising. So 16 state heads, 180 MCPs, we create this, right? We have created this, but this is a retail business that we have created. Now there is another big chunk available, which is manufacturers, franchise owners. Now we can start doing that, and now we can be having our own staff sitting in their offices. So let's say there is a manufacturer and we appoint 3 staff for him on our cost. This is what Gigi wants to do in time to come. There can be 3 staff dedicated to a franchise sale. Now you design your franchise, we will deliver results with dedicated staff also. So understand, Gigi's main role is not only to just be a platform. We are again and again saying we want to capture this opportunity of sales. We want to be the salesman for all. I think if you see on that day, on a lighter side, I told Raman Bhaiya that our state heads would be so powerful after some time. Even if they will fight election, I am 100% sure they will win that. Why? Because they are empowering users, they are empowering retail vendors, and now they are having manufacturers also. Because not every manufacturer will come directly to Global Garner's head office. They will contact our state heads, our MCPs there, right? So to get the tie-up done, okay, they want free salesmen on our job, on our payroll. So for them, it is free employee for them for their sales. And for us, it is a business that we get just by giving 3 or 2 staffs. So please understand the gravity, and this is only about India what I am talking. Going forward, we have 187 countries to move forward. And there is no company working for sales and offline sale. Everybody wants to create that platform, put things, but digital business has a limitation. We have already talked it many times, so I'll not get into that. But please understand, my vision is not these 9 lakh UPOs only. My vision is beyond that. We want to control the entire sale ecosystem of the world, not only in India. So let's first capture the markets in India, which includes retail also, manufacturing also, franchising also. We should not leave anything which is related to sales. And going forward, these manufacturing house, because they do it in bulk, so our opportunity cost is on a lower side. Let's say we have placed 3 staff of 50,000 each. For us, it is a cost of 1.5 lakh rupees a month. But the volume which we would be getting would be huge. Rest, these 14 lakh manufacturers, business house, franchise owners will require training. So anyways, we have started building a training force also for us. These people will require CA services. These people will require CS services. These people will require legal services. These people will require n number of things, and we have already created a platform which is Global Garner, where everybody is there. So we'll just fetch this business from them and give it to them. Please understand, what we are creating is something. Look, I might sound really crazy to you all, but I believe in this. This is going to happen. Today we do not ask, we do not even see anybody or move out of our car to ask where we want to go. It is 100% of us are using Google Maps. It is 100% of us who's using Gmails. It is 100% of us who is using YouTube to watch these videos. So please understand, going forward, it is not impossible, and we want to capture this opportunity with the people. People have done it with investment, we will do it with people. This is the biggest dream that I have, and it is not restricted to only India, it will go beyond also. But I am just showing you what we can create in India itself. So I think this was from my side. Now we are open for discussion. Anything you want to ask, you can ask, or anything. Ramesh Bhai, Raman Bhaiya, if you want to add something, or any of the state head MCP who want to add something. I'm just stopping this presentation, and now we can have a discussion. Yeah, please go ahead.
as Neelkantappa again.
Yeah, please.
Now, see, I was just going through your website as well. See, now, there are a couple of things, I got, I'll discuss one by one. So you let me know if you can, you can
Of course.
So one is, the user registration is very open to everybody on your website right now. Like anybody and everybody can go, you can just register using their mobile number. And you made that referral code as optional right now. It is not mandatory. Now, I was just looking at, I'll tell you, I understand, this idea, you said, it might look crazy, but yes, crazy ideas are definitely going to be, long-term, winners. And definitely people who thought crazy, only they're the ones who today the world leaders actually. So I understand, so how you work for years, the very persistence and with the perseverance you work on it.
Your voice is cracking. Your voice is cracking.
Any of the questions?
Sorry, your voice is cracking. I could not get what you said after that. Can you just repeat the last phrase that you said?
Yeah, see, the kind of concept that you developed so far, in the last 4 years, dedicatedly and with the passion, and be able to, understand what is around. Clear?
Yes. Just hold on. I'll put my earphones. Just hold on.
Neil, if you want, you can chat. You can use the chat box. Your questions, you can send it by chat box. So it is easy to understand.
1 second. Is it audible now, my voice?
Just hold on. I'll just put.
Yeah, it's good. You can. Good.
Just 2 seconds. Just 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Okay. Now you can go ahead.
Yeah. See, now I'm talking about, and let me just start from again what where I stopped. So why not make the user registration open to everybody? See, so right now it is open to everybody. I the website and the referral code is optional. I mean, probably if you can look at it, it is not mandatory, right? So now, since we are creating a leadership team right now, because I know this is a great idea that you have been worked for the last 4 years, and definitely with a lot of passion, that you're working towards it. I'm sure, even the similar way that we are also joining with the similar kind of passion and dedication. And this is the leadership team that we are talking about. This is not the end user team we're talking about. So definitely, yes, we would like to join hands with you and work together on the long run. So why not this user registration will be going through any of this leadership team itself? The referral code can be, because why it should not be made mandatory? Because any user that will come on the platform should go through the MCPs, CPs, ACPs, and the partners, because that is going to be the pillar of this GG to definitely make it big in the future to come. So that is my question. Why can't it be made? So why if there is any registration, and let the benefit come to the core team? Yeah.
Okay. So I think you first of all understand, whenever a user is registering himself with or without referral, the benefit of that user goes to our leadership team. So let's say you are registering yourself to a pin code 226016. So whoever would be our ACP in that pin code will automatically get that tagging under him.
Okay.
Automatically that benefit will go to our CP also, same to MCP also, and same to a state head also. So it is not that if that user is directly enrolling on Global Garner, therefore we have divided this pin code thing. No, that automatically also people will come into the system.
It will get tagged automatically.
It gets tagged to the pin code. So therefore this ACP, CP, ACP income which is there on UPV, you will get that. Same with the vendor. Even if we recruit a vendor directly from the company's side, it will automatically get tagged to our local ACP, CP, MCP and whatever hierarchy we have. The only change there is, if you refer a user, you get extra 10% cashback of whatever that user is earning. Rest everything for leadership, it is same. There is no deviation with or without referral for the leadership team. that will automatically tagged in the leadership team. Without you knowing that person will be tagged to you in your pin code.
That's great. The reason why I tell you, because the numbers look very magical. See, we're talking about so the numbers which are definitely magical, because there are so many other platforms. People join with a lot of interest in the beginning, and when so all these numbers, unless they work towards it, unless everything come in contact with the sync with whatever they're doing, so definitely they get disillusioned. Definitely they don't get disappointed and they'll go back. That should not happen. I mean, that was my idea. That was my idea of connecting, where the numbers which are looking magical definitely should become realistic. That is what I was talking.
Look, the entire program of Global Gardener, you will not find anything unrealistic. What we have tried to do is like what we show. Let's do a practical thing. Let's say what we always do. Let's say I want to have that goal setting with you. So let's say I ask you, what is the thing that you see, a minimum goal setting that you believe that your partner will sell? So you will at least tell me one number, no? Am I audible?
Sorry, your voice was breaking in between. Could not hear you.
Okay,
Now,
I am
now it
saying,
is audible.
okay, it is audible, no? So when we do this goal setting with our people, so let's say it's an ACP which we are recruiting, we can ask him, no, let's say you have a team of 10 partners, what is the expectation from these partners? Can you sell one UPOS from per partner? He will definitely is going to say one also, at least one, no? We set the goals on a very lower number. If even his partner sells one UPOS in a month, he gets this income every month. One time income is small. We always tell he sell this UPOS to a person who keeps on giving you earning. So on UPOS you are earning 3 lakh rupees, but you see his user base is giving him 1,80,000. His vendor base is giving him 66,000. And how it is derived is given in that Excel which I have showed it to you. So you have to just understand how to just tell the people about this thing. And we have always calculated everything on a very lower side. Because you would know that if a person is seriously working for Global Gardener and if he is selling 5 UPOS, this income will go to 25 lakh rupees a month. Right? So that number we today cannot look. Our problem is we cannot understand how without working we can earn. Like what Google and Facebook have done. I always repeat this in every BOP of mine. If Google and Facebook were Indian companies, they would have never become Google and Facebook. Because we do not understand such businesses and we do not believe in such businesses. So now it is first time that Global Gardener is doing, but we are taking small step every time. Like Balu is right example for us. He followed very simple steps. Now there are people who are actually fighting for pin codes, they are fighting for UPOS, and I can see those vibrancy happening, but he followed really good steps. This PPT is inspired by these people. Like what Devraj is doing today. They are doing 3 BOPs, then question answer round, then communicating team on the app, and then the UPOS, then the everything. These people are bound to get success. Bound to get success. So we have, but they are doing it very simply. They are taking one step a day, right? Yeah.
And I had one suggestion with regard to the BOP that we have is a video presentation right now.
Yeah, please go ahead. Yeah, you are audible.
Yeah. So it is, the BOP is very in depth and it is very good. I'm sure your entire 4 years of work is involved in it, and it is very well explained. But as you rightly pointed out yourself in the beginning, it should be cut short and it should be done in a. But I had a small suggestion in there. So I know you have done it completely, but can we use a professional team, or probably you can hire the same team, or you can hire an agency which can create these presentations in all the multilingual languages, including Hindi, English, and also regional language.
We are already on to it.
Professional agency or the professional team, that would be great. Yeah, so definitely, see, I'm sure, we have heard a lot of presentations with the voiceover. I'm sure, that will make our work much easier.
We'll do that. We are already on it. Yeah.
All right. Okay. Thank you.
Vikas sir,
Yeah, Balu.
Vikas sir, are you able to hear me? Sir,
Yeah,
first
I'm
of all,
able
thank
to.
you so much.
Are, welcome.
First of all, thank you so much for you, Ramesh sir and Ramanji, for taking our request and conducting this meeting in English.
Of
Today you
course.
can today you can see almost 16 MCPs in Tamilnadu are present in this meeting.
Right.
Okay, that is a great success, especially for the people of Tamil Nadu. It is a great boon that you have come out in English a different meeting. Thank you so much. And once again to the entire team who is watching today, that is one my small message is whatever we are putting a query that is directly answered and getting replied within a few minutes. Today morning, one of our MCP Arun Prasad, you should have watched in state group, has put a query of regarding a small query that is voucher has not been credited to the customer account. It was answered within 10-15 minutes. The query was got cleared. Such a fast communication is happening right from the top. We all take you as an inspiration how to communicate with the downline. That is one fantastic thing, sir. Thank you once again for this wonderful gesture of meeting people
Thank you.
together. Today, I think last meeting we had around 40 people entire India, but today only in South we have got 40 to 43 people sitting over here in the MCP rank. That is a great success, showing that how this company progresses.
And
Thank you, Vikas.
all credit for that belongs to Raman Bhaiya and Ramesh Bhai.
Yeah,
I'm
that's what
just
I
the
said.
mouthpiece.
Thank you, everyone, sir, for this wonderful gesture.
Thank you.
Sir, I am Abdul Nazar.
Yeah, Abdul Bhai.
Sir, yeah. In our app, writing and reviews poor.
You make
Some
them right,
comments
no? There are
not the
people who
feedback,
are
but,
trying
some
to.
comments is-
Yeah, I know that, and there is an agency which is working on that. So I think let them work on that. We will work on the real things.
Because I would like to add something here.
Yeah, Deva.
Hello. Regarding the reviews, I want to add something
Yeah, please.
because I also got so many questions.
Hmm.
So many questions that your app is having a lot of negative review. I want to put one small example. I was running in a restaurant. In my area, my restaurant was very famous. I had a very good chef. That food was awesome. But who liked the food? Nobody write the review. One day, one person will ask Devra, sir, please give me onion. If my supplier will say no onion, he will write the review. This entire hotel is bad. So if it is negative review or more, definitely that company and that product is 100% good. It is my personal experience.
Right. And it happens. Look, there are n number of reasons. We need to be focused on people-driven business rather this technology taking and blackmailing us. So I think we know our things. And if there is any issue, you can just ask that guy to call me, no? Call you and you ask that what is your problem, I'll explain you. Whoever has written that review, just ask him what is the exact problem. You tell me that problem. I know the CEO. I know where he sits. I know where in which group he can answer that. Put that question directly to me.
Yes,
These people are just creating nuisance, and I can show you because I can share my desktop to you. I have thrown so many mails on these email IDs. Ki what is your exact problem? None have reverted. They have dared to write it on Facebook, this thing, app or whatever review. And the ID is some, and I am 100% sure that is fake ID also. Matlab some very peculiar name are there, so I think it should not bother us. Let them do their job and we'll do our job.
And we'll take one initiative. We will start writing a good reviews about
Exactly.
today, because
Exactly.
that is why after writing I have seen Balu sir review. It is really excellent.
Right.
We can start writing the review.
Exactly. People are trying to pull us down. We'll pull up. Yeah.
Because
Just
we have a
recently,
team now.
Sir,
Yeah.
Sometimes what I take that as the comments what they put in the review, no. So if it is a genuine comment, we can take it as a feedback and we can improve our service. Not to reply that guy, let him die there.
No, that is okay. But again, I'll only say, just say, people tell me that if they are not getting GG coins, you will see people have written that they have not got GG coins. I tell them, tell me your code, I will transfer in seconds. But we never get that reply from them. So those are just, look, there was an agency which was put behind us. So they have to do some justice to the payment they are getting. No, let them do that. So no issue. Yeah, anything.
Because sir, even I have seen a guy writing a review. I have purchased a motorcycle for 1,25,000 rupees.
No, there is one guy who actually wrote what? I purchased a bike because there was a cashback. Else I would have never purchased that bike. So so there are, look, you just need to just enjoy that. I do not give my brain to that, because if there is some serious problem, I am always there. And as rightly said by you, I do not ignore any of the message. There is no person in this world who can tell me that my phone was not picked up, I didn't reply to the question, because I do not follow any group. So I have only one group, which is my global gardener. So I don't get those messages and nothing bothers me. So I am always available. Anybody can ask me any question and I always answer. Even on Facebook, like you must have seen that you pause thing and everything. I answer them directly. So I have no issue with that.
May I, in conclusion, say a few words?
Yeah, absolutely. You have all the rights.
My friends, first of all, it's great to see so many people present here today. I think by the time we have the next Southern meeting, we'll have full attendance from all the 4 states. I'm sure that's going to happen very soon. I was just thinking when all of you were discussing this this morning about Global Gardener and the prospects and how unbelievable the whole thing sounds. I was just thinking, what were Mahatma Gandhi's followers thinking about when they started the Quit India movement? What were Dinesh, Nandan, Nilekani were thinking about when they started Infosys? What was Bill Gates thinking about when he started Microsoft? I'm sure that none of them ever even believed or dreamt that their organizations would become so big. But every organization evolved. How did it evolve? It evolved because it was new, it was ready to accept new ideas. It was ready to constantly reinvent itself. It was ready to grow. And it had teams. Every one of them, from Mahatma Gandhi down to Infosys, everyone had strong teams. And therefore, those impossible dreams became a reality. Today, what Vikas says to especially those who are listening to him for the first or the second time may seem like a piper's dream. Is this guy is talking here. Nothing is going to happen. But that is what the people of India felt before we got independence. That is what the whole world felt before the first man landed on the moon. That is what every one of us feels every time there is something new in the world. We are creating history. Let us be proud of it. Let us constantly keep reminding ourselves that we are creating history. And generations later, people will talk about the first generation of state heads, master channel partners, and the whole leadership team in how Global Gardener became so big. Let's start dreaming about those days, because those dreams are very soon going to be a reality. Today, Vikas, you've given us one more step for us to go ahead. And I would only say that if each one of us holds out his hand to the other and says, let's grow together, There's no stop. There's no force on earth that can stop any one of us, or that can stop global Ghana from going ahead. Also remember this, that people always throw stones at the fruit at the fruit tree which bears the sweetest fruits. So let's be prepared. There are going to be 100,000 comments. Does not really matter. Let us, like Devraj so rightly said, let us counter them by putting in positive comments. Today you had a fantastic comment from Arun Prasad. Why did it not go on social media? Why were we content only to thanking people here in a closed platform? Let's talk. Let's every one of us really talk about the good things that are happening. The more we talk, the more people will talk back to us and say, hey, great. If you guys are doing it, we are doing it too. Vikas was one man who had a great dream. He somehow managed to enlist two guys who shared the same dream, who managed to enlist another 10 people who again shared the same dream, who managed to again enlist 200 people who shared the same dream. Gentlemen, this is how dreams become reality. When people start believing in those dreams, we need to believe in that dream first. If we don't believe in that dream, I'm sorry, nothing will ever happen. But Vikas believed in the dream, Ramesh believes in the dream, and so does Raman Nair. And then all of you, every one of you believes in that dream. Now, all we have to do is make 18,000 people believe in that dream. Thank you very much, Vikas.
Thank you, Ramesh bhai. Seriously, it was really good. So anything anyone else wants to add, or we should just Raman bhaiya?
So
Achha, I think he would have left.
He has another webinar.
Right.
Just left.
Yeah.
Do we get this PPT shared?
Yeah. We'll just share. We'll share after we will finish. We'll share this. So we'll share the recording also. We'll share the PPT also, and one PDF which has single page has everything.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
I had one query with regard to the UPass. I can see there are six different variations of UPass. Is that going to continue, or you have a trial, advanced, silver, professional?
It is already there.
Will that going to continue as it is?
Of course. We have a professional version also. We have a pro version also. We already have that. It goes up to 3.6 lakh rupees.
3.6 lakh. That's what I can just see that. But on a lighter note, are the leadership guys are going to get any good pricing for the UPass for all of us?
You already have a good price because it is 8,500 cheaper for you. Let's say you are an MCP, it's you in your code only, no?
That what version is that? Is it a professional version or is it a silver version?
Silver one, silver. Because in professional, what we are doing is we are giving you a tab also. So there is a cost for tab. So, but I don't feel like, because I have a dedicated tab for this UPass. So not everyone would prefer to have a specific tab for this. So we do not make it compulsory. So silver version is something which you can anyways use and immediately this thing. It has almost every feature also.
All right. Thank you.
Guys, trust me, whoever wants to buy it now, because later the price may increase.
No.
Apply it to your team also.
Later it may not be available, because remember, we are stopping at 9 lakhs.
Yeah, that's also
Yes.
There
true.
will not be any more UPass after that. I think we should be closing this meeting, Vikas.
Sir, before
Yeah,
that,
thank you.
I need one privilege.
Yeah, go
Yeah.
ahead.
Sir, on behalf of entire team of Karnataka, I would like to thank Vikas Jain, Ramesh sir and Raman Nair sir for timely guidance, because whenever we ask the questions, even in the midnight 12 o'clock, I called Vikas sir for some doubts. So thank you very much for your support. Let us definitely grow together.
Sure.
Thank you very much. on
Sure,
behalf of
sure.
the Karnataka team.
Thank you.
Bye, everyone.
Thank you, everyone. Bye.
Thank you.
Yeah,
See you
thank
all.
you.
Bye. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.
Yes.